In early 2022, the flare-up in food, commodity, and energy prices following the outbreak of the war in Ukraine led to a sharp increase in inflation. This was further compounded by a series of adverse domestic shocks. The decisive steps taken by the Reserve Bank, together with the supply-side measures from the government and the cooling of international commodity prices, have led to a downward shift in inflation from early 23-24, that is from the early part of the financial year 23-24. Nevertheless, the pace of disinflation is frequently interrupted by volatile and elevated food inflation. It is the headline inflation that matters. It is the headline inflation, with food inflation having a weight of 46% in the headline inflation, which the people understand. With the monsoon progressing well and the healthy kharif sowing raising prospects of better harvest, there is greater optimism now that food inflation outlook could become more favorable during the course of the year. However, I must add and emphasize that we have to remain watchful of how the forces impacting inflation play out. The balance between inflation and growth is now well poised. The balance between inflation and growth is well poised. You know, our monetary policy, the legal framework which the enactment in the Reserve Bank of India Act has mandated the Reserve Bank to achieve, is to maintain price stability, which is defined in terms of maintaining inflation at 4% with a tolerance band of 2% on either side. That is, it should remain between 2 to 6%, but the target is 4%. So the mandate given to the Reserve Bank under the Reserve Bank of India Act is to maintain price stability defined in terms of 4% target plus minus 2%, while keeping in mind the requirements of growth, while keeping in mind the objective of growth. So from that perspective, I would like to say that our analysis shows that at the current juncture, and also based on our outlook, the balance between inflation and growth is well poised.